Namaste, everyone, and welcome to Anchor to Life for Friday. So before we start, let's ask for blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokoksui Mahagu Jimailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your compassion, purifying light, and soothing, healing energy. We thank you in full faith, so it is. Right. So as most of you know, Fridays are healing days, and we have emotional healing and prosperity healing. So for this first session, the emotional healing is about releasing resentment. And I just want to read this quote to you by my teacher. Inner forgiveness is therapeutic. If you do not forgive, you cannot be internally healed. Forgiving heals the soul. Okay, let's do this again. Inner forgiveness is what? Therapeutic. Everybody wants healing. Well, okay, let's start with, are you angry and resentful? So inner forgiveness is therapeutic. If you do not forgive, you cannot be internally healed. Forgiving heals the soul. All right. Now, we've touched on this topic so many times already. And there's always going to be people say, but you don't understand. My situation is different. Of course it is. You're a different person, different people around you, different circumstances. But there are certain patterns. Okay, it's something like this. The way my teacher explained it is you have to differentiate inner forgiveness and outer forgiveness. That's why I use that quote. Inner forgiveness is therapeutic. He differentiates the difference between inner forgiveness and outer forgiveness. Outer forgiveness means what you do with the person. Inner forgiveness is what you do with yourself. Write it down. That is the major difference. So, inner forgiveness means you understand deeply that I'm a soul that is learning lessons through this earthly life, and I'm going to screw up. And if I mess up, I want to be forgiven because I want to get a chance to learn and grow. So, that means the other person that has hurt you is also a soul that's learning and growing and also wants to be forgiven. So the way he said it is, my teacher said, Grandmaster Chokoksui says, inner forgiveness is for all. Outer forgiveness is for most, not all. Okay, write it down. Inner forgiveness is for all. Outer forgiveness is for most, not all. So let's clarify what that means. Inner forgiveness means internally, in your inner conversations, you realize, everybody makes mistakes. As bad as this mistake is with the other person, spiritually, I have to forgive. I have to let go because everybody's growing, everybody makes mistakes. So if I'm in that person's shoes, well, I could have made that mistake too. Regardless, spiritually, I forgive you. Hold off. I know some of you go, okay, relax. Externally means, even though I forgive you internally, in my internal dialogue, externally, I might have to get a restraining order. I have to sue you. I have to put up a security system with spikes, whatever. You get the idea? So the reason people have difficulty forgiving is because they mix the two together. If you separate the two, you say, internally, I forgive you. Externally, I set boundaries. For most people, that clicks. Because internally, I forgive you, I let go, I forgive you. But externally, I show you, I'm not going to take this crap from anyone. Make sense? That creates order in a person's life. Because most people say, I cannot forgive because if I forgive, this person will do it again to me, will do it to other people. Exactly. I agree with you completely, 1,000,000,000%. So that's why you have to set boundaries. Says, okay, this person did this. I have to call the police. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to protect my children. I have to protect whatever. You do all that. That needs to be done on the material world, in the physical world. But internally, you realize, if I'm really honest with myself, if I had those similar circumstances, it's possible I could have screwed up the same way, or probably worse. We don't know. I'm not going to tell that to anyone. However, internally, so I may have inner peace. I'll let this go. But externally, I'm going to act tough, like I'm going to take this crap from you. I know some of you go, yeah, but that's not being honest. Yes, it is. You're being honest with yourself. Externally, you're putting up boundaries. Yeah, but you're being fake. Yeah, right. Go suffer. That's all I got to say. You're just giving 1,000 reasons why you want to hold on to that resentment. And I'm not going to add to it. Get the idea? Now, maybe this will help. Again, these are not my teachings. I'm just the spokesperson for my teacher. In the teachings of the Buddha, and I will cover this in the 7-day purification in more detail. Okay, the one that's coming up for Wesak. Because one of the reasons why people get really agitated during full moon is because whatever they have gets magnified. And if you have a little bit of resentment that you're holding on to because for whatever reason you think it's money in the bank that it gains interest the longer you hold it, okay? That's one reason. What's one of the things we want to let go. So listen carefully. If you ask these questions in your mind to the people who help you, for a lot of people, it helps let go of the resentment. Okay? So number one, you ask the question, is it possible? That's a beautiful word about it. Is it possible that the reason acted this way is because they have a certain mental illness? Okay? Now, I'm sharing this with you because it changes your perspective. Well, they're acting this way because they have a mental illness. They have a learning disorder. Make sense? You see, that question alone, you go, come to think of it, I see a pattern. Every time somebody says something, this person just goes crazy. They act irrationally. Maybe they have an undiagnosed mental problem. Change the way you think. Number two, is it possible that the reason the person acted that way is because before we had that encounter, they just got some bad news about their home, their family, they just lost money, something happened to them, so they were already agitated, they were at the edge. And then somehow, when I talk to them, I was just in the wrong place, the wrong time, sparked it. That's why the person just emotionally vomited on me. Come to think of it, they're not normally a bad person, but is it possible the reason they did that is because the circumstances they're in? It's just possible, right? We're asking the question. Third, you ask the question, you go, is it just possible that this person acts this way because of their upbringing? They had a difficult life. They have to fight for everything. That's why when they talk to me, they're so obnoxious, so abrasive, and so demanding. Is it just possible? The question is, if I grew up in that same scenario, those circumstances, would I also behave similarly? You're just asking questions. You're not getting the answer yet. You're just asking the question. Next one. This is the painful one. Listen carefully. Is it just possible this is happening because it's a mirror for me to learn a certain lessons I have not yet brought to the surface? Is it possible, right? Let's put it in a more spiritual way. Is it possible the Lords of Karma is just putting this mirror in front of me, this person as a mirror, to reflect to me certain negative qualities I've been suppressing? So if this person was nasty and screaming, yelling at me, let me think about it. Did I do this to someone else? Yeah, come to the again yesterday, 2 days ago, somebody was not doing what I'm supposed to do. I yelled, I shouted at them. I said something nasty. Hey, this is a karmic lesson. So thank you for the lesson. Or make sense? Or you can say, yeah, come to think of it, this is just to remind me there's something else I need to work on. That's difficult for most people, especially if somebody's hurt you. Instead of saying, oh yeah, you're a son of a this and daughter of that, or whatever crap comes out of your mouth, you would say, there's something else this is telling me. It's actually a blessing. Otherwise, there's this person I don't like. Maybe if this didn't happen, I would have done much worse. That person. This gives me an idea. I need to work on that. Here's another one. Is it possible that this situation is happening is because it's similar to the one that's previous? Is it possible that this is preventing me from making a bigger mistake? Then somebody go, well, how is it about me? It's about them. That's your problem. That's exactly your problem. Without the ability to reflect internally and everything's outside, will never grow. I know some of you go, I came here for emotional healing, not for a sermon. Bye. Go find another teacher. I'm not going to sit here and reason to you why we're doing this, because unless internally there's some form of coherent understanding, the mistake will keep happening. Healing is just washing the window, right? Without trying to figure out why get dirty in the first place. So let's go back to it. Is it possible that this happened to create some humility in me so that in the future I'll be more aware of how I talk and how I act? Here's another one. Is it possible that this is happening because this is one of the biggest obstacles that prevent me from having inner peace? Some of you go, exactly. Yeah, I chant mantras. I do hours of prayer. I read every holy book. I've been to every guru in every country, blah, blah, blah. I've been to 1,000 different pilgrimages, but I still don't have inner peace. Hello, because you're holding on to that garbage. Yeah, but you don't understand. It's justified. I didn't say it's not. But you have to remember one thing. The person that you're angry with don't know and don't care. You're the only one rotting. You holding on to it is just destroying you and the people around you. You get that? No matter how you rationalize it, you're just screwing yourself. Is that direct English for you? The reason do not have inner peace is because inner peace is the absence of any thought, any emotion, good or bad. You might have cleared everything in your life. Oh yeah, man, I chant, I'm full of love, whatever. But if that weight is in you, dragging you down constantly, you cannot expand, you cannot have inner peace. So, either you listen now, or wait a few more lifetimes and suffer some more. Is that direct enough for you? I know some people go, I can't believe it, you're hurting me. Who cares? I don't really care what you think. Because my teacher did not sit down and go, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings. She told me in my face, you either do this or this is the consequence. I go, okay, enough drama. Let's get this over with. Now the question is, why are we taking so much time explaining this to you? Because without understanding, there's no certainty. Without certainty, you won't act on it. It's been so long we've been holding on to this anger and resentment, justified or not. Without understanding it, somehow we want to keep holding on to it because it gives us some level of comfort. The key is to disintegrate it. As it's disintegrated, it's flushed out of your energy field. Your soul will go, Nothing changed with the person or the people who hurt you. Nothing changed in your environment. What changes what? Your response to it. Just ask those questions. Is it possible the person who hurt you has some form of mental illness? Do they grow up in a bad circumstance? Did I just catch them at the wrong time when they were stressed out of their mind? Is it just possible their environment growing up was horrible, that has left a scar in them? That's why they look at everything defensively. Is it possible that person is a reflection of what lesson I have not yet learned? Is it just possible that this is just reminding me or bringing up to my attention a lesson that I need to learn so I can finally have inner peace? Do you notice as you keep asking these questions, that solid hold on that anger and resentment gets loosening, keeps loosening. At some point you go, come to think of it, I have nothing to gain by holding on to this. Now, listen carefully. Listen carefully, because a lot of you, I know, have given the response and given every stupid excuse in the world. Listen carefully. Well, but if I don't learn the lesson, if I don't remember, if I just forget it, then I might make the same mistake and trust same people. Again, you're making tough stuff in your... I did not say don't learn the lesson or forget about it. I just said understand it. Once you understand it, have peace with it and move on. You are able to extract the lesson minus the emotional mental bite. So that if a similar situation happens, you're able to, your favorite word, protect yourself. You protect yourself by changing your response. That's it. So that's why he was very specific. Master said, inner forgiveness is therapeutic. He didn't say just forgiveness, it's inner forgiveness. He's very specific. Inner forgiveness gives you inner peace, calmness, allows you to sleep at night, allows you to move on. Forgiveness heals the soul. Externally, you might have to act tough, like, oh man, okay, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to take for that, whatever. So externally, people say, man, okay, I've been in that mess with this dude. You know, he or she is like, it's not going to take crap from me. Okay, I'll behave. Internally, you have inner peace. That's it. Now, one last thing, then we'll do our meditation. You say, I agree with you 100%. No problem. There's just one thing you want to watch out for. Internally, I forgive you. Externally, I'm going to set boundaries and I'm going to make you suffer. Then you didn't really forgive. I know some of you go, I got caught. Exactly the point. How do I know? I went through it. Without inner reflection, I go, okay, I forgive everyone. You know, you're supposed to be a very spiritual. I'm a spiritual person. I forgive everyone. And I was taught that externally, I just have to set boundaries. But when you set boundaries, you did it in such a way with the intention to hurt the other person, to get even. Then, if you're completely honest with yourself, you did not forgive. Stop making stupid excuses to yourself. That's why, when you set boundaries, it has to be the right dosage, the right amount, just enough so that, okay, I'll protect myself. For example, let's say you want to set, some people have gone through this. They want to do a restraining order, right? Let's say an ex this, an ex-husband, ex-wife, ex this, whatever, is doing stupid things. So you get a court order, set a restraining order. But some people, not only they set the restraining order, they also said, if they even come within 1,000 feet and just glanced at me, shoot them. I'm doing a little extreme, but you get the point. It has to be the right dosage, right amount. Now, you do realize this requires ruthless self-honesty. Because if there's part of you go, yeah, I forgive you. I really forgive you. I'm just setting boundaries. But deep down you go, yeah, but I want to make it sting a little bit. You did not forgive. I'll leave you with this thought. I think it was Master Cho who said it, or one of the great teachers said, after your body dies, when the soul is ascending to the higher worlds, towards heaven, to make it everyday language, when your soul is ascending to heaven, before you enter the pearly gates, or whatever gates you're talking about, the higher worlds, these great beings will show you an image of the person who has hurt you. And they will observe your reaction. If you reacted with anger, with resentment, because at that time you're bearing all, you can't hide anything, right? If you're still holding into that seed of anger, resentment, you don't get to enter heaven. So think about that. See, at that point, you cannot say, well, I forgive everyone. But deep down, you go, doesn't work. You're welcome to experiment. We'll talk again a few lifetimes from now. I know some of you are saying, how come you're so sarcastic? Because sometimes you don't get it if we're not direct in your face. I'm just sharing this with you because I was blessed enough that Master Cho did not pull punches with us. At least for a few of us. Some of my other colleagues, he was more gentle, but he wasn't with me. It's like every day's a sledgehammer. I'm going, again, what else? Then I look back. One of the greatest blessings in my life, that he told me in my face, did not sugarcoat, did not soften it, just like that. And I go, okay, shape up. That's why I tell people, you can be so lucky that someone will tell you, without filter, in your face, the things you need to improve. Because if you do, you're the luckiest soul in the world, because you get to grow at a massive pace. Because you get to realize, I need to get rid of this, I need to get rid of this I need to learn. But there's one ingredient the teacher can never do for you. Listen carefully. Master Cho said this, ancient Chinese sages say this. The teacher can only point to the door. You have to walk through it. Teachings, you can read 1,000 books on spirituality, on forgiveness, and do 1,000 mantras and do all these things. But if you do not make the decision to forgive and let go and move on, all those are completely useless. You just wasted 30, 40, 50 years of your life. Some go, oh, that is so harsh. You know my answer to that, right? Whatever. Go find another teacher. If you hold on to that anger, resentment that's weighing you down, all those years of spiritual practice, kiss it goodbye. You know why? Because you might have done all these things, expansion of this, expansion of that, drink this, smoke that, shoot this. And all is said and done, that anger, resentment will pull you down. So, you got a decision to make. The good news is, with spiritual practice and meditation, after you made the decision that you want to forgive, then the meditation will act like a fire hose to clean it off you, to make it easier. The meditation can make it easier for you to forgive and let go and move on, but the meditation cannot make you make the decision. That's that. So when you do meditation twin hearts, as the heart chakra gets activated, the crown chakra gets activated, the negative thoughts and emotion gets flushed out, most people have a realization, it's time to let go and forgive. Then they decide. Because when the heart chakra is small, the crown chakra is small, then it's hard to forgive and let go. as we mentioned in pranic psychotherapy, the condition of the chakras affect your behavior. Of course, the opposite is also true. Your behavior affects your chakras. Yes, you have free will. But that free will comes at a cost. And the cost is willing to let go of stuff that do not serve you. If you truly want to have free will, the cloud has to be removed. Otherwise, your free will is tainted. So if there's anger and resentment, what you call free will, it's still biased. That's it. So I hope this short talk helps. Now that you have that realization, some of you decide to go, some of you still want to hold on to that anger and resentment, a few more incarnations, well, can't help you there. But if you're willing to let go, as we do the meditation, just be super receptive. We'll just let the divine energy flow through you. And then let's see what happens. By the way, you forgiving or not forgiving has nothing to do with me. I have no vested interest. We're not charging you for this event. I mean, some of you, if I see your name, I know you're engaging, but thousands of you don't. I don't know if you're watching or not. So I'm just the mouthpiece of the teacher. You do whatever heck you like. By the way, it's your life, not mine. So you don't have to explain anything to me. It's between three people, me, myself, and I, inside of you. If you want to make a decision to have more peace in your life, to have that divine connection, do something about it. Let's meditate. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, personally to my beloved and respected teacher, Master Tokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for compassionate, purifying, healing energy, purifying light. Thank you for healing our soul. Thank you for all the divine blessings. In full faith, so it is. Okay? Put your hands on your heart. I am that. I'm not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts. I am the soul. Now we're on the subject. I'm not the body. I'm not any of my emotion. I'm not that anger. I'm not that resentment. I'm not that piss off feeling. Those were just fabrications of the soul. I created them. Okay? I created them. They're not I. Those negative thoughts, those thoughts to get even, those anger thoughts, negative thoughts, those are not the I. That's not you. So understand it deeply that all those were created by me. I choose not to do it again. Just observe. Observe the thoughts, the emotions, the anger, whatever it is that you're feeling. Just watch them, like watching a movie, watching somebody else's life. Just observe. You, the soul, are the observer. Observe the effects of holding on to that anger, that resentment. Just watch it. Like you're watching someone's life. How has that affected that person's anger? How has that affected that person's attitude towards life? Just watch. As you watch that person's life, as they hold on to that anger, resentment, how has it affected their relationships to others and to God? How has it affected their finances? Just observe. You, the soul, are observing all these things. You, the soul, are observing all these phenomena. Now, repeat, I am the soul. I'm not this anger, this resentment, or this negativity. These are not the I. Now open your eyes, go like this. Just say cut and release. Just move your hand like knives. Cut and release. These are not the I. Put your hand back on your heart. I am the soul, a spiritual being of divine intelligence to create the thoughts that I want. I am a spiritual being of divine love to create the feelings. I am the soul, a spiritual being of divine will and power to create the movements and actions of this body. I am that, the soul, the spiritual self, the one that controls the body, the emotions, and thoughts. I am that. That am I. Be still. I am that. That I am. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spark within me, the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I'm one with God. I'm one with all. There's only oneness. Be still. Now open your hands in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. To whoever I've hurt, in however way I've hurt you, whenever I've hurt you, I humbly ask for your forgiveness. And I also forgive myself. To all who have hurt me, we are all children of God, we're all growing and evolving, and evolution involves time, process, and lots of mistakes. I've learned from my mistakes, so can you. To all who have hurt me, you are completely forgiven. Go in peace. May you be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. May you also learn from your mistakes and spiritually grow. So be it. I release you. I let go. So be it. Now take a deep breath. Put your hand like this. Say cut and release. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Cut and release. Inhale. Cut and release. Okay. Keep your hand like this. May all who have hurt me divinely bless. So be it. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Let's recall people who, going through challenging and difficult times in their life. People we know, maybe friends or loved ones, maybe countries like Ukraine, Iran, Peru, Venezuela, Colombia, Afghanistan, different parts of Asia, Africa, North Central, South America, Australia, Europe, all the different continents, wherever people are suffering, may all of them be blessed with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness is the absence of spiritual light. May all be blessed with spiritual awakening that they're beings of light. So be it. And where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Just be wherever your heart in your hands. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Just be aware of your crown. Fill the earth with golden light. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and with kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. Now just be still. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just fill your home with golden light. The people you work with golden light. The city, the state, the country. Let that golden light keep spreading outwards to the entire world. May all be blessed. So be it. Now, be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your entire body. Gently exhale. Be aware of your heart and crown. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your entire body. Gently exhale. Be aware of your heart and crown again. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your whole body. Gently exhale. Now be still. Now, be aware of your heart and crown and your hands. Allow the beautiful golden light to fill the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, through my spirit, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and with kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing, inner forgiveness for all. May all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. So be it. So it is. May all beings be blessed. In the inner worlds and the outer worlds, may all beings be divinely blessed. So be it. Now gently lower your hands. Imagine a brilliant light, like a brilliant sun or a brilliant flame floating above your head. Be aware of the heart. Be aware of your heart center. Send a stream of love up from your heart, up to the crown, and into that golden light. And stay there. Just look at that light. Be still. There's only light. And listen. Be still. Be aware of the light. Be aware of the inner stillness. Be aware of the inner peace. Just simply let go. Let things happen. Now. Any sound, any noise you hear will just help you drift deeper and deeper into that brilliant light that is you. Now, Let go. Gently, slowly, very gently and slowly, very gently and slowly come back to your body. Let the divine presence settle in deeper. Be still. Let the divine essence, let the inner peace and stillness permeate your entire consciousness. Deeper, deeper. Now. Will intensify the energy. Just be receptive. Let go. Now gently and slowly raise your hands. We'll release the excess energy. Picture the people you love in your life. Fill them all with beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity and spirituality. So be it. May all be blessed. Now be aware of your feet, the base of your spine. Put your golden light downwards. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my beloved and respected teacher, Grandmaster Twakok Sui Mahagu Jumailing, we thank you all for your immense blessings. In full faith, so be it. Okay, you may open your eyes. I hope you had a good meditation. Now, some of you who are just joining us, that's why we leave this online. You go back, listen to the lecture, do the meditation. Now, just want to leave you one thought about forgiveness. Now that you're in this clear state, if you truly want to evolve, and I assume that's why you're here, unless you're just watching this, you got nothing else to do in your life. Just remember that as you hold on to that anger and resentment, it's just pulling you down. Any meditation, spiritual practice you would do will hit a ceiling. And the beautiful thing about this, you're the one who removes that ceiling. Okay? And just one last thing to remember. If you don't want to forgive, make sure you're perfect. Ouch. Why do you have to give us that zinger? You know, I'm in such a good place. No, because that will stick to your consciousness. If you don't want to forgive, make sure you're perfect and you never mess up. Because if you do, by the law of karma, you will not be forgiven. Keep that in mind. So make sure you don't screw up. You go, oh, that'll never happen. Exactly my point. So at some point, your logic goes in a circle. You go, yeah, okay, I guess I'll let go. Because the law of karma dictates. It's not an opinion. It's not a suggestion. If you don't forgive others and you screw up, whoever you've hurt won't forgive you either. So keep that in mind. Beautiful life, isn't it? Anyway, namaste, everyone. I know it's a long session. I'm sorry that went on for 50 minutes. It's supposed to be 30 minutes. So for the second session, will be prosperity healing. That's going to be in 7 hours. By the way, just a few announcements. Next week, I'll be flying to Italy for our Hatha Yoga retreat with my colleague, Master Hector. We were just together in 2 retreats a few weeks ago. We're going to be in Italy. So if you're an Arhatic yogi who speaks Italian or English, you're welcome to join us. All right? And I want to remind you, the most powerful full moon of the year is May, and that's coming up May 5. So I would highly recommend you join us for the 7-day purification, either just for lecture, meditation, and or, which a lot of people just signed up for, is the purification. I'm sorry, the healing, which is part of the purification also. Where we do 2 sessions, morning and evening. You're welcome to join one or both of them. They're going to be live. All right, just go to mastercode.org. All that information is there. Namaste, everyone. Thank you very much. May you be blessed with much joy and happiness. And we'll see you next time. God bless. Bye.